Hello, how do you consistently create content? I'm going to use myself as an example. Today is September 6, 2025, and on the 3rd of September, I decided that I'm going to create content consistently, like every day of the week. So I made that decision on September the 3rd, 2025, and around midday. And after making that decision, on the 4th, I recorded a content and I published it. So the goal was to publish a content every day, because you can create content without publishing it, or you can record a video without publishing it. But by publishing your content is when you expose it to others to be able to consume it. So publishing the content every day is, we'll say, is the goal. Not necessarily recording it every day, but in my case I chose to record it every day and publish it every day for a year. And the idea behind that was, well, I'm full-time employee, so I work 5 days a week for my employer. Therefore, for my business, I need to work every day. And in the past, I did that. This year I slowed down a little bit though, but I work more in the background of the business. Because I have business degree, I tend to, with my degree, is more like a background work. So in my business, I tend to fall back onto that as well and do more in the background, like finance, business, operations and things like that. So our create things are sold to sell. That's the physical product we sell. And I will create things, but I will not list it. So I work more in the background. But when the products are not listed or the content created are not published, they are not exposed to the who will consume that information to access it. So the goal on the 3rd was try to record and publish every day for a year, instead of 5 days a week. Like for my employer, if I'm working 5 days a week, I need to work for my business 7 days a week, like more than that. So by making that one first, that is the first thing. So you set the goal, and instead of waiting and say, okay, at the beginning of 2026 I'm going to start that, I started right away. That way I can see the challenges that I will go through and walk through them and actually evaluate that goal to see if it's sustainable, if it's feasible, or to reach that goal. What are the different things I had to narrow it down to, or the plan that I have to have in place to be able to reach that goal. That way I can work through those challenges before the new year. So once you set that goal, you can start right away, so that you can give yourself some time to actually make modifications, instead of waiting until the beginning of a new year before you start. So that was one point. The second was, once after I set that goal, I asked myself, well, how am I going to make that happen? Because I have different obligations, and I didn't. So to add one more things to my plate, I have to adjust other things. So the way I thought about it is, with our business model, or with the content that I create content on different topics, like gardening, not for the sake of gardening, but to save money